All right, all right. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and obviously welcome to you, Alberto and Casamayor. Thank you guys for stopping by the studio. And yeah, man, let's jump right into it. How you feeling, champ?
I feel good. I dropped a lot more weight. This is the best shape of my life, so I feel good.
So when you say you dropped a lot more weight, are you fighting at a different weight class this time around?
Correct.
Okay.
My last fight was in October, and Joel helped me get the win there. I'm in New Jersey at 160. So this one's at 147.
Wow.
Wow, dropped 2 weight classes.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
No concern dropping 2 at once? Like, going in one fight versus you could have gone down 1 weight class, took a fight at 54, and then gone
Yeah,
down.
that's a Mikey Garcia move backwards.
I feel good. I'm healthy. I did it the correct way. And we've been doing a lot of work. So,
So you never got out the gym after the win in October?
I took about 2 weeks off. And then from there, we got right back into it. And yeah, I accepted this fight 8 weeks ago, and we've been in camp since. So.
Now, we spoke to you right before that fight, but I want to go back because things got crazy at the weigh-in. Joel had to jump in. He almost got kicked.
Yeah.
Yo, what happened? And, what was that all about? Or you think he was just trying to sell the fight?
My opponent, I don't know. He, but Joel had my back. So other than that, I wasn't expecting it. But at the end of the day, we won. So that's all that matters.
Now, Joe, usted no habla inglés, ¿verdad?
No.
No, no problem. I want to do is, I'll translate. I said introduce, the hard thing. But no hay problema. Quería preguntarle, su última pelea, obviamente en el pesaje fue un desmadre, ¿verdad? Hubo golpes, usted se tuvo que meter ahí.
Sí, no. Ese es parte del show, ¿entiendes? Parte de la pelea. Eso son la harina de los peleadores. Pero siempre uno se mete para no se golpeen, ¿entiendes? Siempre uno se mete para evitar los problemas, ¿entiendes? Porque después vienen problemas más grandes, ¿entiendes? ¿Y para qué queremos eso?
And, I asked him because, like I said, the last weigh-in was epic, bro. I love it. I'm always for entertainment. So, I asked Joe on the, him stepping in and almost taking a punch, having to step in. And he's like, look, it's part of the show, it's part of the entertainment. But at the end of the day, we're here to fight in the ring. So that's not what we want.
Yeah.
So, Joe, I want your thoughts. How do you feel on him coming down 2 weight divisions at once? Su pensamiento, obviamente, la última pelea fue en la 160.
Sí.
Esta en la 147. ¿Por qué no tomaron una pelea en la 154? ¿Por qué bajar 2 divisiones a una vez?
No, porque como le dije, yo estaba hablando con él, porque él tiene su gente, yo estaba hablando con él, le dije, hey, bájate 2 divisiones, ¿entiendes? Vamos a bajar poco a poco, ¿entiendes? Porque yo soy como te dije, no, pero bueno, él está joven, él tiene 22 años, está joven, ¿entiendes? Y cuando uno está joven, uno hace, ¿entiendes? Ya uno hace lo que pueda, lo que sea, ¿entiendes? Pero él está joven y se siente fuerte, ¿entiendes? Está bien, ¿entiendes? Está joven.
He's like, look, no, man, he's young and we talked. And
Ya, ¿entiendes? Uno está joven, uno quiere brinque y no se cansa, ¿entiendes? Sí, no, ¿verdad? ¿Entiendes? Y uno brinca y que, no, quiero bajar. Hey, cálmate, tranquilo, ¿entiendes?
Nah, it's
Yeah.
true.
No.
BDB was just
Sí,
saying
sí.
that when you're young,
Yeah.
you don't even understand how to get tired.
Tú no oyes a nadie, ya. Ya cuando tú entras en los 28, 30 años, ahí tú dices, coño, pues ya te dan los putazos, ¿entiendes? Coño.
Da lo que él traduce.
No, obviously he's like, look, the thing is that we sat down, we spoke, and, he's young. He's only 22. He's full of energy at this age. He doesn't even know how to get tired. He's nonstop. So, he's young. The weight's coming off easy. If he was older, 28, 30, that's when your body really starts to feel it, and Ness can attest to that.
Yeah.
So, he's like, yeah, he agrees, champ. But,
It's
so
true.
so obviously that was a conversation they had, and you feel great. Obviously you feel great, and, having that conversation to me, I think is important,
To piggyback off that, have the sparring partners changed from when you were fighting at 60 to 47?
Yeah. I sparred Liam Paro, 3-4 days ago. Great guy, great fighter. But yeah, it's definitely changed.
I believe he was number 1. He got
He was scheduled. We had him on. We had to cancel. We couldn't make our Friday show. He was supposed to be our Friday.
He's on tomorrow, but
nice. Well, shout out to him.
Yeah, no, bro, he's legit. Great win over Jack Barvis. I actually lost money not because I bet against him, but because I thought it would go decision. Like I thought the other guy was gonna be a lot tougher. And Liam Paro, man. He's nice.
He's a good southpaw, and my opponent's southpaw, so that's why we've been working with him. So.
No, that's good. That's good.
And this will be your first southpaw you're facing?
Correct.
Did you find any difficulties in obviously, facing the orthodox versus the southpaw?
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot different in my opinion. But I mean, Joel's a southpaw too, one of the best to do it. And, circling left, keeping my hands up, hit him with the right, come back with the hook. We've been working on a lot of that.
Todos los zurdos son igual. Todos los zurdos son difíciles. Ningún zurdo es fácil. Todos los zurdos son difíciles todos, ¿entiendes? Vamos a trabajar, ¿entiendes? Para que ponerle para acá, ¿entiendes? Porque todos los zurdos todos no son iguales, ¿entiendes? Todos son difíciles todos. Uno trabaja más a mano, uno trabaja más, ¿entiendes? Todos tienen algo diferente.
He's like, look, all southpaws are going to be difficult. At the end of the day, it's something that we have to learn. He's like, you're going to find your difficulties, but it's things that you're just going to have to work on. So, that's what we've been doing. Joel, obviously, you being southpaw, what have you been able to tell Alberto to kind of help him? We see it all the time in fights when you have a southpaw and an orthodox fighter, the head clashes and, cuts, and it's always bound to happen. We see it all the time. But, obviously being in his corner, you being a southpaw, what is it that you're able to tell him first time fighting a southpaw to kind of help him? Obviamente se ve mucho cuando hay un peleador derecho y uno zurdo. Tienen el pie adelante, siempre andan chocando las cabezas.
Sí.
Es su primera pelea que pelea con alguien zurdo. ¿Qué le está diciendo para ayudarle a prepararse con su primer pelea con alguien zurdo? Porque lo vemos todo el tiempo cuando hay cortadas, hay choques de cabeza. O sea, muchas de las veces las peleas se pueden poner feo cuando hay un peleador zurdo y uno derecho. Entonces, él siendo su primera pelea, ¿qué le ha dicho durante el campamento para ayudarle?
Bueno, durante el campamento le he dicho a él. Lo primero le he dicho a él.
Tiene que hablar
Sí.
He's ready.
Nene, le digo, nene, el primero que le digo a él, hey, tu pie tiene que estar metido, tu pie derecho tiene que estar alante del tende ahí. Y mientras ahí, y dominarlo, caminar para la mano zurda. Si le camina para acá, lo van a noquear, ¿entiendes? Camina para acá, ya véale por la cabeza, y para acá, y va a richar, y camina para allá. Si le camina para acá, lo van a coger ahí, ¿entiendes?
Sí.
Si tú le caminas para acá, nunca te ve el zurdo. No te ve.
So obviously he was trying to demonstrate, but he was saying, the key is, and I tell him all the time, is to keep that front foot forward and to keep it on the outside. If he keeps it on the outside, he'll have the advantage. And then obviously to step away, because if he steps into his power hand, he's going to come with that overhand left and land the shot. So he has to step away, and the foot position and keeping that front foot and having position is the key things that I've been telling him throughout the camp. So how's that been going? Obviously, you said there is the difficulties having Joel and just having the camp. How have things been going for you?
I mean, this camp has been the best one, so far. It's been the hardest one. I'm in great shape. I lost weight. But, we worked on a lot of footwork. We've been, circling a lot, and he's teaching me a lot, stay on that outside, like you said, and like he said. And, just go in there very confident. I won my last two. This one's no headgear. It's a real fight. And it's in LA. So I'm very excited for this fight, and I'm very confident, and my team believes in me.
So you said no headgear?
Yeah, this is no headgear. It's in downtown LA.
So it's a professional fight?
No, it's another exhibition. It is smaller gloves.
Okay.
We did have to get our physicals and do a lot of stuff that I haven't,
This is under the Influencer League, right?
Correct, IFL. And, the ICB is involved with it too. The ICB are the people from London to sanction the fight and to, kind of what they did with Dazn.
Mm-hmm.
Now they're bringing it to this fight. So for them to give me an opportunity, it's a dream come true. I've been speaking about this for a year. Now it's finally here. Now I just got to go get the job done this Saturday.
And that's the Influencer League, correct?
Correct.
Okay, just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, but the one that runs the KSI League
Correct.
is also part of this. So obviously he's trying to lobby that. But are you tied into these people, or can you now turn Misfits after this fight?
So Misfits has offered both 2 fights already. We turned it down. It didn't make sense. You know, they wanted me to go up, you know, in some weight, a lot of weight. It didn't make sense at all. So for me and my career, you know, we're being patient. I believe that fight is going to open up again after this fight, since, you know, their partner is involved in this fight. And yeah, they're going to be there. I'm super excited to be at this, to have this fight in LA and just get the job done, and then, you know, go on to Misfits. And that's the plan.
Who were the names they offered? I'm just curious.
Well, they did offer Salt Poppy.
What?
Yeah, they did. I have the messages.
He's a heavyweight.
Yeah, no, I have the messages. They asked me, hey, do you want to fight Salt Poppy? But the thing is, they thought, so he's a heavyweight. I was 205 when I started boxing.
Oh, wow.
I'm not 205 anymore. I'm 147.
Jesus.
So
you need pictures, bro.
Yeah, you know, wait, what?
You need pictures side by side.
Yeah, no, I definitely do. And I'll show you that. But we came down on a lot of weight.
205.
So I told him
I can't even picture 205.
And no, shout out to Salt Poppy. He's a great boxer. And I told him, I was like, hey, bro, like, let's meet let's meet somewhere at 150. And, you know, he was like, no, it's easier to gain weight than lose weight. I was like, all right, well.
Hell no. You don't want to meet that guy.
No.
You need to get your confidence way up.
Yeah.
I mean, that dude's, he's dripping swag.
Yeah.
And he's a heavyweight.
No, he's a natural heavyweight. I'm not a natural
Yeah.
heavyweight. I was 205. Now I'm 147.
Nah. You got it. That kid's got good reflexes too. You got to get your.
So was he the offer both times, or was it somebody else?
It was that one was the first time for the zone. And then the second one was some other dude.
Fucking
what was
Dr.
he?
Mike and shit.
Wait, what?
Dr. Mike.
No, that one. This one was at like 130, and it was only like 3-week notice. Some dude, he's another YouTuber. I forgot his name, but it didn't make sense.
Dean the Great?
No, that fight, I do want that fight. I do want to fight Dean. Me and him are cool. I do want to fight him, you know, probably next year. I want to continue. I want to fight at this 147 and then move down if I can at 140. That's the plan.
Now, talk to me. Obviously, you got this fight coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel like there's any added pressure, because there is going to be more eyes? There's going to be more on the line.
Correct.
And honestly, something that you want on the line.
Correct.
In a sense. So do you feel that sense of pressure though for this fight? Or
you know, pressure and nerves is gonna come, you know. I this is what I want, you know. It's not like I'm being forced into this. I've worked so hard for this fight. And at the end of the day, this is what I want, and pressure is gonna come every day. We go through battles every day. Stuff happens in life, pressure, anxiety, all that. So Saturday, you know, I just got to get the job done, and that's what I plan on doing.
now for you, and I'm gonna ask Joel, but obviously I'm pretty sure you're the first like influencer that he's worked with, right?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, I believe so.
Yo, has he given you any shit? Because it's like, yo, I did
Yeah.
this shit for real. Like, I was a world champ.
Yeah,
like,
no, for sure. Well, Joel is the second world champion I've worked with. My uncle Tony the Tiger Lopez. You know, but from coming out here, Joel, he kind of knew, you know, how boxing is going right now. But at first, I don't know if you'll remember, but Joel, when he first met me, he was on me and he did not care. He was like, da-da-da-da-da. And but I showed him with my work ethic. I was going to the gym every day. He was like, "Oh, you're back." I was like, "Yeah, well, you know, I gotta work. We got training to do." And Joel gave me a chance, and he believes in me. You know, he had my back. You know, at the weigh-ins when the dude tried to swing.
Right.
Joel was right there. So yeah, Joel. I'm blessed to have him as a trainer.
Quería preguntarle, Leo, obviamente usted viene de otro tiempo, ahorita el boxeo, tenemos gente de otro deporte, de otras vidas, ¿verdad?
Otra vida.
De otras vidas, vienen del internet y su pensamiento, obviamente, usted viene de otro tiempo, viniendo de Cuba, su pensamiento trabajando con su primer peleador, no boxeador, pero que no es profesional y están haciendo, o sea, su propia ruta.
Sí, que eso vale mucho, eso tiene. Para mí es un respeto, ¿entiendes? Y esa gente sí, yo lo apoyo y estamos ahí, ¿entiendes? Estamos ahí.
¿Usted no le dio problema? How would you say a tough time in your Caribbean slang, Nas? Like, did he give him a tough time?
Who gave him?
Joel gave him a tough time because he's a...
Si se la pusiste difícil o cuando él está entrenando.
O sea, más que sus boxeadores, porque, o sea, cuando empezó con él, porque obviamente mucha gente dice, no, pues esta gente que hace boxeando, que no pertenece así.
Exactamente.
Entonces, yo le pregunto a usted que si usted en el inicio no le dio problemas porque este muchacho que sabe de boxeo, que va a hacer boxeo.
No, fíjate, dije, él vino a mí, ¿entiendes? Son cosas que, ¿entiendes? Porque tú no puedes a una gente menospreciar, ¿entiendes? Si él vino a mí, es porque él confía en mí, mira cómo me erizo, ¿entiendes? Él confía en mí y lo mandaron para mí, ¿entiendes? Y yo, la gente que viene así, de humilde conmigo, vamos, ¿entiendes? Vamos, ¿entiendes? Me dice yo, vamos, ¿entiendes? Y ahí empezamos, y él cogía, me oía, porque él oye, ¿entiendes? Y cogía, y esta vez que vino ahora me ha sorprendido, ¿entiendes? Porque él siguió trabajando lo que yo le dije, ¿entiendes? Y me llamaba, estaba y me llamaba, yo le dije, descansa, no. Está joven, no, como te digo, ¿entiendes? Y descansa, tranquilo. No, tú aquí en y la cogió la vuelta. Y está ¿entiendes? Y estamos en eso, ¿entiendes? Yo lo apoyo por eso, ¿entiendes?
Yeah. No, well, obviously that's, asking him, his thoughts, working with his first influencer boxing. He's like, look, the fact that he chose me of all people and confided and trusted in me to train him, I felt proud and he was very humble when he would come work. He would listen, he would pay attention, and he would pick up the things. And then, he has a first fight, and then real quick, he didn't want to take time off, instantly called me, reached back out to me, wanting to work, and obviously he speaks about all this energy. So for you, is there any concern, in boxing, we use the term of leaving it in the gym, where you overtrain and you peak at the wrong time, and it's like you left it in the gym. You work too hard in the gym. We have some trainers, the father of Danny Garcia, Angel Garcia, he says that he doesn't even put his son in hard sparring because he wants to save the best of his son for the fight. I know you're young, and you get what I'm saying, but at the end of the day, you're still picking it up. Is there any concern of like overtraining, or do you just train when you feel you have that extra energy?
There's no concerns. I'm very healthy. We've my diet has been the strictest. It's been in.
What's that diet like? I'm just curious.
Well,
man.
Foodie Fit. Shout out to Foodie Fit.
Really?
I gotta show them love. Shout out to Charlie. Shout out to Foodie Fit. When I came to Vegas, they believed in me as well. So that, what we're doing the eggs and sausage, or no, the eggs and steak.
Yeah.
Oh,
and then for lunch, the salmon. For dinner, we're doing the chicken and rice.
Okay.
And a lot of water. Last night we just chugged 2 gallons of water because we're trying to.
That's
really
the
hydrate.
hardest part, bro. Is the water.
No,
Yeah.
I was just telling them there's like this. I think it's called like the 75-day something challenge.
Okay.
5 things, and I was telling him everything is super simple. They say the hardest thing is drinking the 1 gallon of water for those 75
That
days.
is, you're absolutely right. The food, okay, yeah, it's good, but the water, I'm like, dang, like I gotta chug down another 4 bottles before bed,
Yeah.
And but that's been helping me. I've been so strict on that going into this camp because I know this fight's gonna be harder.
I'm super. I'm shocked and happy that it's Foodie Fit because you seen my post.
Yeah, you lost a lot of weight.
I've never been 205 pounds. Like it's 22 years is.
Yeah.
It's crazy. When people say
crazy.
it's the food,
Crazy, yeah.
it's the food, bro.
Yeah.
Like obviously I'm working out, and like you, I'm working out.
Yeah,
but,
no, I see your post. You're
I said-
working.
But,
A esa edad,
Yeah.
o sea, a esa edad, 22 años, somos tan come, así, tan así, y jugando, ¿entiendes?
yeah,
Sí,
yeah.
te ponen así, ¿entiendes? Está cabrón.
No, he said Joe is saying that's the issue, that a lot of the youth right now, that all they do is eat and play the video games, but
yeah.
they ain't putting in no work.
No, but if with Foodie Fit, it's like, bro, those meals the calories are so low. So
And high in protein.
You're working out and burning more calories than you're eating. So you're gonna drop. So I see why you lost, because again, I haven't been 205 in 22 fucking years, bro. So
Yeah.
I'm sure you dropped your 2 weight divisions healthy, because I went down 50 something, 60 something pounds.
Yeah, no, I'm down 75, bro. Back to
We're all up there. I'm 45 or 50.
It's crazy, bro.
man.
And you're right. I feel stronger.
I do.
I feel good. I
My
feel
sparring,
good.
we're getting through it. My runs, we're getting through it. The sprints, we added sprints to this. I added a strength coach. Shout out to Eric. That's him right there from the East Coast.
Shout out to
He's
Coach
been
Eric.
by my side since this beginning of the camp. I'm glad he's in my corner now.
Cool.
Yeah.
So how
what
many
type of-
rounds
yeah.
is this fight?
So this is my first 4-round fight.
Okay.
4-round fight, yeah.
3 minutes?
Correct. For IFL.
What size gloves?
I believe we agreed on 10. That's what the contract said. But my opponent, he was talking about he wanted to maybe do 12 or 14. I don't want to do 12 or 14, but on the contract it said 10. But at the end of the day, we both have to agree on something.
So what have you been training with?
We've been training, this training camp, we've been training with different gloves. We've done the 10s, we've done the 12s, and we've done the 14s. So we've been mixing up for my last 2 camps. We've always stuck with 16s, but someone also recommended, hey, you should try with 10s to, because it's how you're going to fight. So we've been mixing it up.
I would only recommend the smaller gloves closer to the fight because obviously you got to get, you get that false sense of confidence with them 16s you blocking.
I think especially pad work too.
Because the accuracy.
Bigger
gloves, so it's easier to hit the target.
Correct.
Smaller gloves, you got to be more accurate.
more
so.
precise.
Correct. So
Damn, bro, that's amazing. Shout out to Charlie and Foodie Food.
yeah, shout out to them. I shot him a text the other day. It was like, hey, thank you.
Yeah,
Always,
you see my post. They're
man,
the first people I thanked,
Yeah.
along with the trainers, because the work matters, and I'm sure you're doing that with Joel. But what made you take a southpaw as your first? Like now, this is your first quote unquote real fight.
Correct.
Why
Or
a southpaw?
yeah.
Yeah, it's a 4-round. The promoter, David from IFL, he was like, hey, I got this guy for you. He's talking a lot. He said he wants to fight you. He's out in LA, I believe, or somewhere around there. I don't know, and I don't care.
Damn, so you're going to his home too?
Yeah, but I'm the A side. This is my fight. The ICB wants, I'm in the favor. This is my fight. This isn't his fight. He just happens to be a southpaw. This is his first fight.
So there's no tape on him?
There's no tape on him. I seen him do mitts. We've seen him do a little bit of work, but it isn't. He's not on my level. Joel's seen it. He's not on my level, and I'm in great condition. I don't even think he could finish, in a sparring. I don't even know if they're sparring. And it's I'm very confident in myself. This is the best condition I've ever been. And yeah, we can go 4, we can go 8 rounds if the fight can go 8. Yeah.
Me gusta tu tuyo, me gusta.
Muchas gracias. Muchas
gracias.
gracias. Joel say he likes the studio.
Me gusta, yeah.
You took it out of my mouth. I wanted to ask you, and you brought up obviously Coach Eric, but I wanted to ask you. I'm always curious because people try to clown or belittle the influencer boxing versus us. We see the positivity and
Absolutely.
all the greatness that is done. A la Jake Paul. Jake, we see you, baby.
Yeah.
But I wanted to ask you personally on the road work because that's something that I think is very important. Getting your miles in the sport. So you made that clear. Not just are you running the miles, you're now getting the sprint. So I'm curious, what has Coach Eric just added to the game? What's that work been like in camp?
Yeah. Well, going into this camp, I linked up with Eric. I mean, he's in the MMA world. He has some boxing fights on it. He's a good trainer. He introduced me to band work. He introduced me, hey, you got to do your sprints. Hey, we got to do long miles too. We got to do it all. We can't just rely on doing 4 or 5 miles every day. So me adding these sprints, me adding these hill work. Like last night, we were at that park. What is it? Charlie's Park over there on Spring Mountain, or Charlie something Park.
Cheyenne?
It has lights, or maybe is it Cheyenne?
Yeah, Cheyenne.
It has lights. Yeah,
It's a track?
Yeah, big old track.
track,
People
With the big hill, people
Correct.
run up the hill?
Correct. So
You
last
watching
night,
my story?
you okay. So last night we
was
were
over
there.
there.
Last night we were there. We did I think it was 3 miles, and then we finished up with sprints up the little
that
one.
hill.
So and I got through it. It was a little bit hard, but hey, we got to do what we got to do.
Nah, listen, you got a good strength coach because Coach Larry Wade told me, no, you can't just do sprints. I mean, you can give us the proper terminology, but he's like, there's different parts. And when you're sprinting, it's one part of the lung, and then long runs is another part of the lung.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you definitely have to implement them both.
To,
And,
be able to exercise everything. The fact that you're taking it serious, man, and you should.
but it's addicting, right?
Correct. No, it is addicting, but I fell in love with the sport.
It's
The influencer
addicting.
boxing is bringing more eyes, but I'm training like a pro. I'm working with pros. I'm every day
Sparring pros.
Sparring pros. Joel has other pro fighters, other Cubanos. I'm working with them. They're showing me how to move.
Liam Paro, was ranked number 1.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
due to politics, he is currently number 2
Correct.
under sanctioning body, but he is very close to a world title shot.
And I believe he is. Yeah, he's gonna get that title.
And Liam is somebody that is used. That's a bad word. Somebody that other world champions work with.
Yeah.
So the fact that you work with him just shows not just the caliber, but
Correct.
how serious you are taking it. Because
your heart, bro. Because not everybody is gonna get in there and spar a pro.
Yeah, and that's
It's just not.
That's what a lot of people
whether
have
the
said.
pro's working with you or not.
Yeah.
They, not everybody can do it.
Yeah, and I'm very confident. Yeah, it's a little different nerves, going into when you're sparring these other guys at a high caliber. But hey, for Liam to accept, for me to get the opportunity to work with him, hey, who wouldn't want to work with a champ? With a dude that's number 2 right now, or technically number 1.
Not only that, it's good for your psyche because now you go into this fight, and it's like you sparred world-class fighters.
Correct.
This guy is his first time ever fighting. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So shout out to Liam. Shout out to everyone that's helped me in this camp.
So, how can people get tickets?
The tickets is at the IFL. I think it's like influencerleague.com, or it is on boxing, or no, it's on Fit TV. You can order pay-per-view, Fit TV, or you can get tickets at the door in Hollywood or in downtown LA. Yeah, or online. Yeah. So.
And where is it taking place?
It's going to be at a SAS studio in downtown LA, the heart of LA. Yeah, that's where it is. This Saturday, February 18th.
So, go ahead.
You had a fight-related question?
Nah, I was gonna ask if both of them were going.
Oh.
Are both of them?
Yeah, both of them are going. So tomorrow we take off to LA. We have the open workout at Mayweather's gym in Hollywood.
Okay.
So that's going to be great.
I was there for the grand opening, actually.
Oh, nice. How was it?
But it was dope. It was the night before
Christmas?
Mikey Garcia versus Robert Easter. You
nice.
little fucker. And, yeah, I was there for the grand open. That's pretty dope. Nice little gym.
Yeah, no, that's cool. So we'll be out there tomorrow for an open workout, and I feel very confident, in this open workout. And then I think what is that? Wednesday, so Thursday I think is we'll
press conference probably.
Yeah, some more media. Then Friday's the weigh-ins and more media, and then Saturday's the fight.
Yo, I wanted to ask, how many more girls are in your DMs now that you've been fighting?
I'm not gonna lie, for me, just keep continuing. Girls I've never even heard of are coming out of nowhere. Girls that turn me down, are coming out of nowhere. But for me, I'm more focused than I've ever been. I see it, I'm ignoring it. I'm single right now. This is what I want. I see myself going really far in this sport, and I'm doing everything that I can to just keep elevating my game.
But just like after the fight, champ.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, no, eventually, I do want a family. That's why, I'm so believing in myself in this sport because, I do have a future family to, take care of. And that's one of my biggest motivations as well as my family now.
So they're both Coach Joel and Eric are in the corners.
Correct.
Saturday night.
Correct.
Who's the cut man?
The cut man, there's a cut man I know out in LA.
Okay.
He was in my cut man the last fight in New Jersey.
Okay.
So yeah.
Beautiful.
It'll be good.
Beautiful. Joel, ¿cómo ha estado? Platíquenos, obviamente está entrenando, pero ¿qué más tienes de decir de la vida?
De la vida, que me he quedado sorprendido con el tuyo.
I'm asking
Sí,
Joel,
sí.
obviously
I
he's
like
training
it.
you. I'm like, but
Sí.
what else is going on with life?
Yeah,
He's like, I'm just
Man.
shocked by the studio. I'm just back by the studio.
Yeah, man.
Actually, you know what we should ask him?
Oh, about your mans and them.
Yeah. Why
The
not?
sparring?
Are you gonna be in Rolly's corner for
Yeah.
this fight with Alberto
Puello?
Ochoa?
Yeah.
You want to translate?
Que si entendió que si va a estar en la esquina para
Sí.
esta pelea.
Pienso estar ahí en la esquina con él, sí.
Has
Obviamente,
he contracted him to be in the corner though?
él no le ha hablado de esta pelea en específico, o sea,
No, todavía no hemos hablado todavía, ¿entiendes?
Okay.
Todavía él no me llama todavía, ¿entiendes? No me llama, pero yo sé que viene ella, pero eso viene, no me llama todavía.
he said, he hasn't got the call yet, but he knows it's coming.
El domingo estamos juntos el domingo viendo el Super Bowl, estamos el domingo juntos viendo el Super Bowl.
Y
Yo sé que viene, pero no todavía.
todavía no empieza el campamento.
Todavía.
He's like, yeah, we were just together Sunday watching the Super Bowl. I know it's coming, but just hasn't started yet.
On that note, ask him, has he seen the sparring?
Yeah.
Su
What's his
pensamiento, su
No,
pensamiento.
como yo le dije, lo vi, ¿qué pasó? Y le dije, ¿hiciste lo mismo? No, sí, pero entonces hiciste lo mismo. Pues una cosa, mira, men, yo a Rolly lo conozco de chiquito, con su papá, ¿entiendes? Yo me rizo, ¿entiendes? Y Rolly, ¿entiendes? Él es buen muchacho, ¿entiendes? Pero él me oye a mí, ¿entiendes? Me oye en la cosa de voceo, ¿entiendes? Voceo, porque sabe que yo sé, ¿me entiendes? Y le pregunté, le dice, no, Cepillo hice lo mismo, ¿entiendes? Pero él le está dando una pela al tipo, pero le dije, ¿hiciste lo mismo? No, eso no es propiedad de él. Y él lo saca y le dice, mal, no, ya no, ¿verdad? Estamos ahí hablando y hablamos, y dice, no, tranquilo.
He's like, yeah, no, I saw the sparring, and I asked him, I was like, you did the same thing, and he was like, yeah, I was, beating him up to that point. He's like, but you did the same thing. He's like, yeah, I did the same thing, and he's like, one thing about me, I've known Rolly since he was a child. His father and I go back, all the way. So when it comes to boxing, he listens to me because he knows that I know, and I've known him since he was a little kid, But I told him, I was like, yo, you did the same thing.
Está bien, todo está bien.
Usted obviamente estando con él, pasando tiempo con él,
en el campo,
o sea, en la vida, o sea, fuera del boxeo,
sí.
Acaba de estar con él el domingo,
sí.
Mucha gente de afuera viendo la situación, tal vez piensa que el pensamiento no esté bien, que tal vez necesite una pelea más leve, no tan difícil. Obviamente va a subir de peso, acaba de tener knockout, Puello es el campeón. Yeah. ¿Usted cómo lo ve mentalmente? Porque de afuera la gente, la gente tiene mucho que decir.
Me erizo. Yo que estoy adentro, yo que estoy adentro, mira, como te digo, yo lo veo a él como peleador y tengo muchos años en este negocio. Yo lo veo a él bien. ¿Entiendes? Lo veo bien, normal. Físicamente lo veo bien. ¿Entiendes? Lo veo normal. Lo veo positivo. ¿Entiendes? Que vamos en esa pelea de cuello. ¿Entiendes? Lo veo positivo. No lo veo como te digo, un profesor que está frustrado. De que no. Él está normal. No pasó. ¿Entiendes? Como que ahora cuando ¿entiendes? Él está joven. ¿Entiendes? Tiene 27 años. Y no te digo, como te digo, hay profesores que se frustran. ¿Entiendes? Sí, se frustran. ¿Entiendes?
Sí.
Y yo, no, pero él lo veo normal. ¿Entiendes? Y lo veo que no, que vamos a matarlo, no, pues tranquilo, ¿entiendes? Porque yo sé.
So, I asked him, obviously, the world talks, and from the outside looking in, a lot of people.
Lo veo que vamos a ser campeón de nuevo. Ya.
¿Es todo?
Eso por mí, el mismo que lo veo que vamos a ser campeón de nuevo.
No, pues es bueno escuchar eso.
Sí, de mí, porque yo lo veo y estoy mirando y le veo el hambre y no lo veo que una gente que está noqueado, que está apagado, no. Lo veo con más hambre, ¿entiendes? Y bueno, cabrón, y él mismo se da cuenta de los errores que ha hecho.
So, I tell him from the outside, look, he's with Rolly on a consistent basis, at least on a personal level. They were just together Sunday watching the Super Bowl. From the outside looking in, the world is saying, yo, Rolly just got knocked out. He got knocked down in sparring. He need a tune-up. He shouldn't be moving up and weight challenging for a title. He shouldn't be fighting a champion. Some people may even question his mental space. So I wanted to know, being with him on a personal level, how does he see Rolly? And he's like, look, I don't see him defeated. He's motivated. He's hungry. I see him being world champion again. A lot of fighters, they get frustrated and they get in their head. I don't see Rolly like that. I see Rolly active in the gym, and I see him become a world champion once again.
And I see that too. Rolly puts in a lot of work. I see it too. There's a lot of people that talk. People are always going to talk.
Always.
But for him to take another fight for a title, who else can say they can do that and will accept it and go out with the fight and not pull out? I mean, he's doing a lot. I mean, and for him to do that, I mean, it shows a lot for his skill and his talent. I believe he'll get the job done when his fight comes.
I was going to ask, because did you spar him?
Rolly? We sparred Rolly once. Remember for my last fight, he worked with me. He does hit hard. He said he was going easy on me, but I was like, dude, you did throw some good ones on me.
No, bro. Yeah. Out here is crazy.
Yeah.
Out here is
everybody trying to make a name.
They say they working with you. Bullshit.
Yeah,
that shit is coming full speed ahead, bro.
No, but to even get in the ring with Rolly, it was it was a blessing. He's a good friend.
It works for this, man. So
todo mundo no sube arriba con Rolly.
Eso es lo que digo.
Todo mundo lo tiene. Cuando venga, mira, te lo digo yo, cuando venga Rolly para la esquina ahí, es otro mambo. Afuera, sí. Es así como veían a mí, la gente decía, hey, pues tú eres bien calmado abajo, pero tú en el ring no se transforma. En el ring yo soy el que no soy de abajo. Dice, ¿por qué cómo tú cambias? Yo cambio, yo que tengo que cambiar porque yo voy por una guerra. ¿Entiendes? Yo voy a fajarme, yo no voy a a tal de porque te tirando no, es falta.
So he says that he sees Rolly, and I think I might have missed a bit of the beginning, but he says that he sees Rolly outside the ring very playful and joyful and happy, but in the ring he sees him transform into somebody completely different, and that he's asking like, you know, how does he do it? And he's like that he has to because he knows that when he's in the ring it's gonna be a war. So, you know, I
He
don't
also
know.
said that not everyone gets in the ring with Rolly.
Okay.
And I've seen that too. So
But on that note, man, give out that social media as well as Coach Eric and Casamayor, and we will wrap this one up. I want to thank you, obviously, for coming in and
thank you.
giving us the opportunity.
And definitely we wish you the best come Saturday night.
Thank you.
Looking forward to the next one. Hopefully, you know, you get that big one that you're looking for, but the right one, you know.
The right one.
Yeah,
Don't come with no heavyweight.
No, but he's already. You can already tell I mean, look, he turned down a big. I'm sure the Salt Poppy offer was a nice offer.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. So hopefully, third time the charm.
He's
and,
intelligent.
You know,
man.
hopefully,
So do your thing. And I remember, based off our last interview, you actually said that you really wanted to box. So by taking it this route, you'll probably turn professional.
Correct. That's the plan. You know, when I feel ready and my team feels ready. You know, right now I'm just having fun, being patient.
Oh, before you give your social medias and before we go, just really quick.
Yeah.
Final prediction on your thoughts, Jake Paul, Tommy Fury.
I'm gonna go with Jake Paul. I think Jake Paul has fought harder opponents than Tommy. I feel like he's more dedicated. I mean, Jake Paul. Yeah.
Does he stop him?
I think so. Yeah.
What round? I think it's an 8-rounder.
Yeah, it's an 8-rounder. I'll say 5.
All right. All right. Well, social media, definitely best of luck Saturday night, man.
Yeah. Oh, well, my social media, Alberto Ochoa 05. That's on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. That's on everything. Alberto Ochoa 05. And then Joel. Yeah.
Sus redes sociales, muchas gracias por estar aquí con nosotros. Un placer
Gracias.
platicar un poco de boxeo, un poquito de la vida aquí con usted y gracias por acompañarnos aquí.
Gracias, y creo que me voy a evitar el tuyo.
No, muchas gracias. De sus redes sociales, si la tiene.
No tengo redes sociales.
¿No tiene redes sociales?
No, ¿para qué canal?
No, he does have social media. I've been helping him out with it a little bit, but it's Joel Casamayor. That's
all
it.
right, beautiful.
You'll see that.
Easy enough. And shout out to you for helping him. And Coach Eric.
Yeah, Coach Eric. Eric is Eric ERIK HNLY.
HNLY. So EIRK HNLY. Yeah,
Eric.
Yep.
Yeah.
So Eric with a K.
Yeah.
So shout out to everybody for joining us. Make sure to tune in tomorrow morning.
What up, YouTube family? Don't forget to hit that like button. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Help us get to that 1 million subscribers. We're on the road to 1 million. And obviously, we have other great content on our Patreon channel. So since this video is over, head on over to our Patreon and check out all the exclusive content or right here on our YouTube members.